So, just to keep it real brief, here's the reality of the situation. Aaron Judge is the best player in MLB, in baseball. If Judge were on any other team besides the New York Yankees, there wouldn't be all these casual attitudes, all these excuses, all this hate to minimize or to try to minimize how excellent, elite, and legendary he is as a player. In fact, the MLB should make an all MLB MVP award and give it to Judge. The other thing is, will Judge ever see a World Series ring, title, pennant, championship? And I'm saying this as a diehard Yankees fan from the Bronx. As long as we have Cashman, Boone, Levine, and Fisher, not going to happen because they don't really believe in baseball, the fundamentals of the game and the sport, the human element to it, too much with numbers and computer algorithms that just aren't practical. They don't work, especially with the way they do things. And we're talking about the most renowned sports franchise in the world, in world history. Could Aaron Judge potentially end up in a Ken Griffey Jr. type of situation? Ringless, no championships, but ending up in the Hall of Fame. He will be in Cooperstown Hall of Fame, no doubt. Most likely a first ballot Hall of Famer. Hopefully unanimous, we'll see. Hopefully he wins a few championships, but the Yankees front office, the management, they got to do things differently. You got to get rid of analytics and all these other people and strength and conditioning, medical staff. Restart. If we're talking about a world-class sports franchise and organization. Plain and simple. That's the only way Judge will see not just one World Series ring, but hopefully multiple. But again, he could end up being ringless and in the Hall of Fame. But regardless of that, either way, he's the best player in baseball. There is no debates, no actual realistic debate. Cal Raleigh doesn't have a case. Other players in the American League or in the National League do not have a case. That is statistically, factually, and historically correct. And even if I weren't a diehard Yankees fan from New York City, I would still believe that because it's true. Because at least I have decency and a maturity to acknowledge that. And a lot of people who are wrong about Judge should at least have the decency and maturity to admit they're wrong. Because even when Aaron Judge is slumping, even when he does terribly, he's doing really good. And he chokes in the playoffs. Statistically in the playoffs, he isn't all that terrible. In the playoffs. And people want to act like it's only up to Judge for the Yankees to win a championship and a ring. And that's not how that works. It's a team effort that is hampered by the Yankees front office, management, etc. But to reiterate in closing, Judge is the best of baseball. There is no debate. There really isn't. That's that. That's the bottom line. From a New Yorker from the Bronx. Straight up.